Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, police warn of IRS scam calls threatening arrest. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
The judge is where you belong. For $1 down and then $10 a month. The world judges. We don't. Join now in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down. But hurry, this special offer ends March 15th.
We are calling you from the investigation team of IRS.
This is the start of a message left on John Bolduc's voicemail.
We have just received a notification regarding your tax filings.
It's not the first time he's been the target of a scam.
I go, oh, another one, but wait, this one has a twist. It's a computer-generated voice.
The recording claims to be from the IRS and states if they don't get a call back in 24 hours,
You will be taken under custody by the local cops, as there are 4 serious allegations pressed on your name at this moment.
The federal government and IRS will not communicate with folks by telephone. They will not threaten you.
Biddeford Police Chief John Brafonski says these scams ramp up every tax season.
These scammers are leveraging the psychological notion that taxes are on people's mind.
The calls can appear to be legitimate, coming from a variety of area codes,
Including 603-472 numbers, which are from Bedford. So they're spoofing all sorts of telephone numbers.
Police urge you to never give any personal information if you're not sure who you're speaking to.
Who was it? P.T. Barnum said there's a sucker born every minute, and people just, I don't like it, but it happens.
Unfortunately, on occasion, rare as it may be, some folks do succumb to this.
The Bedford chief says luckily he doesn't know of anyone who's fallen victim to this scam. He's urging people to report these calls so that police can keep track. Live in studio, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Closure of entire state police among reforms in wake of scandal. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Xfinity Mobile, because it combines America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE with the most Wi-Fi hotspots and is included with her internet. Because the only thing she likes more than baking is saving money. Get Xfinity Mobile and see how you can save. Click today.
Then the reforms announced today are aimed at increasing accountability and also restoring the public's trust. And while state officials are looking to the future, the governor says there must also be accountability for wrongdoing in the past.
They all take the same oath, and the people who violated that oath should be dealt with accordingly.
Governor Charlie Baker is outraged at the state troopers accused of billing illegitimate overtime, and he says retiring should not be a shield against consequences. During a press conference this afternoon at the State House, the governor called for pensions, which may have been inflated by the bogus OT, to be stripped from retired troopers who are implicated in the scandal.
It's up to me, I take it away. Period. As far as I'm concerned, that's stealing. And no one who sits in one of these public positions should steal. Period.
State Police Superintendent Colonel Kerry Gilpin says these reforms are being put in place to prevent such overtime abuse from reoccurring.
We will begin on a quarterly basis auditing the top 50 earners in the department to ensure they adhere to rules regarding daily and weekly hourly limits and to ensure they are fulfilling the shifts for which they were paid.
The Troopers Union, State Police Association of Massachusetts, or SPAM, says it is open to reform and has been proposing cost-cutting measures since 2009.
We want to make sure that this is exactly what is being done for our officer safety, for the concern of our guys and our patrols, the ability to put better policing forward, not just a knee-jerk reaction.
Some of the other changes announced today include the implementation of a body camera program, as well as higher standards for new recruits. Reporting live from the State House, Todd Kiskiewicz, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Body found inside apartment building destroyed by fire in Biddeford. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
I'm very proud of this company, very proud of what I do and what we do here as a team. It dates back to Maine heritage and just working hard. And we have a lot of really good people ready to go and willing to do anything and hardworking.
Well, Megan, the smell of smoke is still incredibly strong, and most people in the neighborhood only got their power out back in the last couple hours. You can see behind me, crews spent the night tearing down this building after the fire department deemed it a public safety hazard.
I've never seen anything like that, ever.
More than 12 hours after this Hill Street apartment building first caught fire, crews remained on scene Monday night, putting out hotspots. Kim Gammon lives across the street and says she was home with her daughter when she first saw emergency lights through her window.
I looked outside and I opened the door and there was smoke coming from the first floor, like black smoke, thick black smoke, and there was one fire truck. Then they all just started piling up the road and it went up.
She says within 10 minutes, the building was engulfed in flames.
I thought something might explode or something because, I mean, there was a lot of flames coming out of the top. They couldn't contain it at first. It was a lot.
This afternoon, officials recovering the body of an elderly man who did not make it out. Investigators say they believe the fire started in his apartment.
At this particular point, there's nothing that indicates that it's anything other than an accident. However, due to the extent of damage and the efforts that we had to go through to recover the victim, we'll never know what the origin and cause is.
And this is not the first fire in this building. The Biddeford fire chief says there have been 3 before now, one of them a double fatality back in the late 70s. He says that the owners of this building are local and have been extremely cooperative. He also says that the Red Cross is assisting those who are currently displaced. Live in Biddeford tonight, Aaron Dixon, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Stocks shatter key level in sell-off that signals potential for bigger correction. Monday's broad-based sell-off pushed stocks below important technical levels, signaling more pain ahead for the market. For facts, shake Amazon not to blame for post offices. Let's take a listen to the video from MSNBC News.
There are plenty of good booking sites, but your ideal hotel may only be listed on one, or several, but for very different prices. You really want to check them all? Instead, use Trivago to compare these offers and find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
must stop.
This morning, the president took to Twitter, once again bashing one of his favorite targets, Amazon. He says, only fools or worse are saying that our money-losing post office makes money with Amazon. They lose a fortune, and this will be changed. Also, our fully tax-paying retailers are closing stores all over the country. Not a level playing field. The president started his latest war on Amazon last Thursday, tweeting, unlike others, they pay little or no taxes to state and local governments, use our postal system as their delivery boy, causing tremendous loss to the United States, and are putting many thousands of retailers out of business.
Let's make something clear. You can't go after one specific company. 2 days and 4 tweets later, he continued the thought. While we're on the subject, it is reported that the U.S. Post Office will lose $1.50 on average for each package it delivers for Amazon. That amounts to billions of dollars. This post office scam must stop. Amazon must pay real costs and taxes now. My question to you, Ali, okay, if he wants Amazon to do it, what about every other company?
Yeah, he's going
that
after
ships
Amazon
things?
as a proxy for a very different problem. So let's break this down. The president
And then Ali, hate the game, not the player.
Well, he's hating the player. And there are reasons for that, as you know, and it has to do with the Washington Post. The president loves to swing at Amazon, but for fact's sake, is Amazon really to blame for problems at the post office and in the retail sector? Let's take this one by one. First, the president claims on taxes. The president is likely talking about sales tax, something Amazon doesn't collect from third-party sellers. You know, when you buy on Amazon, sometimes it's from Amazon, sometimes it's a third-party seller. If you buy it from Amazon, it does collect sales tax in 45 states where it's required to do so. Third-party sellers are required to collect the sales tax themselves. The company has previously expressed support for blanket federal law on sales tax collection online because right now there's a patchwork of local regulations. Okay, number two, the claim that Amazon is costing the Postal Service billions of dollars. The reality is that shipping and package services grew by $2.1 billion last year. That's a 12% increase. Now, Amazon does get a deal on shipping with Amazon. Pardon me. That's an agreement that is subject to review by the Postal Regulatory Commission every year. It's required to be profitable for the Postal Service. And then there's this claim that Amazon is putting many thousands of retailers out of business. This is interesting. A report from the Progressive Policy Institute found that e-commerce added 355,000 jobs between 2007 and 2016. About 312,000 jobs have been lost at department stores alone in that period. So there's no question that brick-and-mortar retail is struggling. As Stephanie says, that's a game problem. Part of it is that Amazon is the biggest player in the online game, but criticizing Amazon alone for that isn't looking at the whole picture.
Listen, you can say this trend is bad.
Okay, and there you go on some of that video and that report. If you want to watch the whole video, we will share that video with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today with another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.